Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Earlier, we were discussing WWE Raw and its move to Netflix in January of 2025. And now we are going to get into our oddities of the day. We've got some interesting stories today, like always.
I'm I'm always smiling when this subject when this comes up to I have no clue what Faith is going to throw at me. Absolutely no clue. So let's see what we got.
And we've got a fun one today. If you have beef with an ex boyfriend, ex girlfriend, ex partner, or an ex friend, you can call up a shelter in Rhode Island and pay them $5 to write down the name of that person, and they will stick it in the cat's litter box, and the cats will poop on your ex.
Oh, okay. All right. And is there any more to this?
Um, Rhode Island Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals said its Love Stinks promotion will allow members of the public to get some sweet revenge and stinky revenge at the time of year most known for celebrating love. So this is going on for Valentine's Day. So if you're spending Valentine's Day alone and you're upset about it, you can take some revenge on the person who's making you spend Valentine's Day alone by paying $5 to have the name written down. Or actually, even something you wish to bury in the litter box. So it can be a name or, I guess, a trinket from the relationship that is no longer in existence.
Okay. I'm making this worse than what it is. Okay. First, I think when I think about it, it's like this is lame. You're gonna pay, $5 to say Becky. Then a cat's gonna do his business on the word Becky. But then a little twisted part of me started popping in my head, and it's like, wait a minute, they could be onto something. You're sitting at home all alone. You have no date uh for Valentine's Day, and you're wondering what your ex is doing, and then your phone goes off and you look at the phone and it's a video of little Rex over there pooping on your name, thinking only of you, Becky. They can
Yeah,
expand their services here.
I wonder if they're gonna do like a live stream or something for people
Oh,
to, I guess, be able to watch, which is a little weird. But I mean,
totally weird. But if you're gonna go that route, you might as well go that route.
yeah, honestly, I think it's a little weird that you're paying $5 to have an ex's name put in a litter box. But I guess it is for a good cause. So,
Well, you
um,
you give a little money to the shelter, and I guess it shows a level of pettiness, or is that petty or is that pathetic?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah. I mean, I've always prided myself on, I always say I'm a good breaker upper over the years. And I always have, I've always done the breaking up, always in person. I'm not the guy that ghosts people or break up by text. It's not working. You're a good person. I'm a good person. We need to go our separate ways. Uh, I'm not the kind of guy to be like, you know what? The heck with you, Faith. And I'm going over to the shelter because I want little Sparky to poop on your name.
Yeah, I don't understand what people think they're going to get out of this. Like, are they going to, like, notify the person that, hey, I put your name in a litter box for a cat to poop on, by the way? Or are
Yes.
they just going to, like, I don't know, not say anything? Does that make them feel better? I don't know.
You're over there
Um,
snickering in the corner, like, hey, he. I think if you're gonna go to that level of pathetic and pettiness, not meaning to be mean or rude to anyone who has done this, because you're giving money to a great cause. But I think you gotta at least I think you need to at least do a video, a live stream, a video email, something so that the person at least knows that it's been done. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I guess it would kind of be on the same, like in the same playing field as like burning your partner's stuff if they break up with you without, destroying items. But for me, if I was going to go through all that level of pettiness and patheticness, I would do more than just put somebody's name in a litter box for a cat to
Oh,
do
wait,
its
wait.
business on.
Whoa, whoa. I'm Faith. I don't want you going to prison now. We just started this show.
No,
I need to be strong.
no, not that far. Faith
But go
can
ahead,
be
right?
petty. Faith can be petty, though. She can be petty.
Wow. So are you a good breaker upper or a bad breaker upper?
I feel like everybody thinks they're a good breaker upper.
Okay.
I have
Let
tried to
me.
be a good breaker upper, but sometimes it's not reciprocated the way it needs to be by the other person, so it kind of messes with you trying to be an adult and trying to do it in an adult way. So,
I'm the weird guy. And the reason why I say I'm a good breaker upper, this is gonna set off all kind of like craziness. But I am friends with pretty much every girl I have dated. Look at the
mm-mm,
look. As a matter of fact,
mm-mm.
I'm married. I'm happily married now. But until I moved to Europe, I would have my birthday party every year. I'd have a New Year's party. I always had parties with, between 40 and 100 people that would be there. And it would never fail that I would have anywhere from 2 to 5 ex-girlfriends that would be there because I'm still friends with them. I'm loving the way you're shaking. I want to hear all this. And my thing is one, I'm always honest with the person, and I'd rather tell them, like, listen, it doesn't mean you're a bad person just because we're not making it, but this is not working for me, or I'm not working for you. We need to part. And I have a golden rule. You only get one shot at the title. That means we were together, we broke up. There is a reason why, good or bad, whatever the reason why we broke up, you never go back. Once you're done, we're done. And so I think it prevents a lot of bad feelings. You were shaking your head no on all of this. So let me hear what you're going to say on this one.
I have tried to be friends with exes, and it doesn't work out because I don't know. I have an issue with like trying to move on after the breakup, and so if I'm still friends with that person, I will obsess over every little thing that they're doing, and if they're doing better than
Oh,
me,
really?
I'm going to be upset about it. So I have to like completely cut off all communication with that person just because I will obsess over it. And
Interesting.
I won't be able to move on as quickly if I try to be involved with that person's life after the relationship is over. So,
What about like a cooling off period? Is there like a cooling off period? Let's say 6 months or a year later, can you be friends with an ex after 6 months to a year,
I think
or just no, you're done?
I think maybe, but I haven't been in that many relationships, and a lot of my breakups did not go very well, and so
Okay.
I can't really be friends with them after that. So,
Well, most people see you're the normal one. I'm the abnormal one. Most people are not like me that can be friends. Matter of fact, my wife is actually friends with some of my exes.
that's insane.
Because I we've parted, we've gone our separate ways. There is nothing on the planet that would allow me to go back to an ex. We tried it, it didn't work, we're done. So the only thing that girl can be or that person can be uh is she can only be a friend and nothing more. So I'm never going to cross that line. That's my big rule. You cross that line, then you're opening yourself up for trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So I know.
Well,
I love face reaction to that. Like, well, so you're more likely to get to spend the $5 for the shelter than I am on that one.
I would do it for the cause, but no, I'm the person that writes an angry letter but doesn't send it to them and then crumbles it up and throws it away. That's what I do.
That is interesting. It's funny hearing how people handle different relationships and how they handle breakups and things. Uh, like you were saying, you it bothers you if they're doing better than you once you break up. And see, that doesn't fit. It's like that chapter is over. I don't care if she dates a homeless guy or The Rock. It is over for me.
Well, I think it might have something to do with like my past taste in partners and that they weren't very nice people, and so I don't want
Ooh.
them to be successful.
Yeah, so there's some like, okay, I got some pent up issues with
Yeah.
them. You know, they weren't good to me because of this and this.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want them like, okay, you treated me like crap and now you're gonna land in a bed of flowers. I
Right.
get you. I
Mm-hmm.
understand where that comes from.
I don't I don't wish them the worst, but if it happens,
I don't want you to fall in front of a bus, but if the bus
But
accidentally ran over your pinky toe, I'm okay with it.
yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, if you want to support a good cause and have a level of pettiness, but, you know, don't want to do anything too aggressive or angry, call up that shelter in Rhode Island and send your $5.
Send your $5, get your passive aggressive pettiness out of you, help a good cause. I'm pro this one.
Yeah.